You can send the request to Facebook group. By the time, just put the log file and just send it to the email.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Okay, people. Let's continue with Puppet. So again, three VMs: Puppet Master, one wiki test, Puppet Master CentOS, wiki CentOS, wiki test Ubuntu. Okay, you can set that up on EC2 instance also. All right, but make sure you do host to IP mapping. Okay, after that you can set up Puppet Master on CentOS, or or even in Ubuntu if you want, right? But we're gonna, for this exercise, we you have to set one CentOS and one Ubuntu. Okay, so etc Puppet environment, and environment directory, we have production directory. Inside that we have the manifests, and here we are writing our file node.pp. Okay, so I removed few other things. Okay, just reiterate few things from yesterday. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so so we have written nodes.pp. Nodes.pp file has definitions about the node. We have two nodes, so we have two definitions. One definition for wiki and one for wiki test. Node definition includes what's gonna be the resources that should get executed on this node. So file is a resource which creates a file. Package is a resource that is installing a package called NTP, and service is a resource that starts the NTPD service. Okay, on wiki, and we have same thing on wiki test. Okay, exactly same code. All right, now I gotta change inline template. Okay, so I did not show this to you yesterday. In the document, we have inline template. Inline template is one line template. Like we have template files in Ansible playbooks. We give the template module and then we write template. Like we have written index.j2 template. Right. So that was a file. This is one line template. So if you want to have write one line template in Puppet, you use this function inline template. In parentheses under double quotes, you have to give what a content you have to give string, and you can put any variables also. Like in our Ansible template, we have seen, template file is just any other file, but it's going to have some variables also. It's a dynamic content. So this is a variable. This is a Ruby variable. Okay, not a Puppet variable, and it's actually time.now is the variable will have the current time. Okay, and to access Ruby variable, you have to give it like that, right? Inside this, it's little complicated. Okay, but as wherever you hear the word template in any configuration management tool, that's going to be some content including some variables. Okay, those variables value has to be defined somewhere. Now this is already defined by Ruby, okay, by Puppet. Puppet can access this by doing it like this. This is the syntax to access it. You have to put it into this. I don't even we don't even have a name to this. Less than sign, greater than sign, in between that you have 2% type, and then an equal to. Okay, that's little complicated. That's coming from Ruby. Okay, so that's inline template. Okay, now, so whenever you bring up your Puppet VM, okay, make sure its service is running. Puppet master service is running. It's stopped, so we'll start it. Okay, and we'll make sure that it starts at the next boot chkey-config, and we'll also check the firewalls. It's on. I have to stop it. I'm going to make sure that it does not come up next time. All right. Now we'll run our command puppet agent verbose no demonize one time, which is going to pull the latest catalog and apply. Okay. So the file module updated the file, and every time I run, it will update the file content because file content is changing because time is changing. So we have a time variable there, and time changes regularly. Its value is going to be the current time. So every time I run this, this is going to update the file content. Okay. Just checking the connectivity. All right, good. Okay, so 3 resources got executed. Okay, let's come back. All right, now we have seen classes. To use classes, our code for wiki and wiki test should be same. Class will be one common code which you will execute on wiki and wiki test. Okay, it's like a function in programming language. Here there is a difference. Here the service name is NTPD. For a CentOS machine, it's NTP for Ubuntu machine. So we have to make that common, and for that we used selector. Okay, selector has to be outside of the node definition. Okay, so first of all, we're going to choose any variable instead of NTPD. We'll have a variable here, NTP service, $NTP service. Okay, and that variable value should change as per the operating system. Okay, and for that we are creating a selector. So a selector will select the value of a variable depending on the condition. $NTP service equal to $OS family. So $OS family, as I told you, it's a factor variable, and its value is going to be Red Hat. If it's a Red Hat based operating system, it's going to be Debian. If it's Debian based operating system, okay. So I'm saying if the $OS family value is Red Hat, okay, then NTP service value should be NTPD. Okay. If it is Debian, then its value should be NTP, and if it's neither, then its value, so I have to give a default value also, default. Okay, and this also is again in single quote. The value of this variable will be decided automatically as per the OS family value. If it's Red Hat, then it's going to be NTPD. If it's Debian, it's going to be NTP. If it's neither, it's going to be default. Okay. So let's save that and let's test it. So we'll stop the NTP service, NTPD, stop on wiki test service NTP stop. So NTP service is stopped. Okay, now the service resource will kick in. Yeah, that worked. Right? Same for Ubuntu machine. Now I executed on Ubuntu machine, the service name is NTP. I executed on CentOS machine, the service name is NTPD. Okay, so selector is not a condition. I said this yesterday also. Selector is not a condition. Selector will select the value of the variable as per the condition. Okay, now condition can be anything. All right, dollar $o is found. That's not the only condition. You can choose any other conditions also. Okay. Now, since our code is same for wiki and wiki test, we can create class. Okay? Now, class you can create by giving the keyword class and give a name to your class. So we're gonna give it name as Linux, and in double quotes, in curly braces, put all this code. And we'll also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now our node definition does not contain anything except we are going to call the class. Okay, class Linux. Okay, and class Linux will have all the code that you want to execute: the file resource, the package resource, and the service resource. Okay.
Yeah, package also, I think we need to change the name NTP to NTP service.
So package, you don't need to change the name. Package is the same
Oh, we're not doing.
NTP package only. Yeah,
Oh,
package
okay.
name is same for CentOS and Ubuntu both. Okay,
Okay.
it's only the service name that changes.
Got it.
Where is my selector? I deleted my selector also. Great. If it's Red Hat, we say it's NTP. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Syntax are expected at line number 3 on wiki node. Syntax error on line number 3. Number 12. Yeah. The class name should not be in single quote. Yeah, that is working. If you want to test it, we can remove NTP again and run it once again. So we'll say yum remove NTP. That's the package name. remove the package. It stops the service also. Set. Okay. Right. Now let's run it once again. Right. The package is installed. The NTP service is started running. Okay. Service NTP status. NTPD. Sorry. Centers. The service name is NTPD. Right. Okay. So that was class. Right. Like in Ansible, we've seen, I told you first write your playbook, then, try to add variables, then, once it, then add conditions and, all the other things, handlers and all, and then go and start writing roles, like a step-by-step improvisation. But Puppet code quickly gets out of the hand because of its complex nature, because of its syntax, a lot of syntax. If you're not from programming background, okay, you'll really feel, it's too much of maintenance of the code. So for that very reason, it's a good idea that from the very beginning you start writing the classes. Okay, in the beginning itself, if you start writing the classes, you won't have that problem. Okay, node definition should just call the class, and class should be defined in the file or outside of the file, which I'm going to cover today. Okay, you can define classes. So this is how it's done real time. People write classes. Okay, classes to set up Apache, class to set up MySQL, class to set up your application, class to deploy your artifact, and in the node definition you simply call that class. This is how it's done real time. All right. And you don't need to start from the scratch and then start writing the class. Write the class from the beginning itself. Okay. Okay, let's see what's next on the table. All right, variables. Class is done. Okay, yeah. Okay, variables. All right, so now we have to install few more packages, softwares on Wiki and Wikitest. Okay, so we can use a package resource. All right. So if I want to install, let's say 5 packages, then I have to write package resource 5 times. That's not a good idea. Okay. So instead of that, what we're going to do is, in the package name, we'll give a variable name. Okay. And we'll give all the property, ensure fat comma installed, a comma at the end. And this variable value will define. So this will be a list of tools. So you can use any variable names. Okay. Admin tools, and in square bracket you give the name of the packages. For example, you can give git. I will give get, and vim. It's gonna take a long time. So if you want to install multiple package at once, rather than writing multiple package resource, you can give a list variable. Okay, store all the package names over here in this variable, and you can use that variable in the package. It's like same like our with items loop that we have seen in Ansible. Okay, but that's a loop. This is a variable. Okay, this is going to do like yum install and all the package at the same time, git wget vim, like that. Okay. You can use it for other things also, like in creating multiple users at the same time, starting multiple services. Okay, so I'm going to save and quit this and execute this once again. Okay, it's gonna take some time. No matching package list, failed execution VM returned. Yeah. And what's up with VIM? Yeah.
Suppose if you have issues with one package while installing,
It will fail
so
for every time.
oh,
So
it
it
fails for
depends how many, yeah, how many package installed, right? So, it installed the other two packages, or it was already installed probably.
Mhm.
Okay, and then it failed for the other one. Let's remove git and add here vim. So vim is not getting installed through Puppet. It got installed whenever it hit the vim, it failed. Okay, this problem is from a long time. vim package, I don't know what problem it has through Puppet. Does not install the vim package. Yes, I'll do it later. No matching package list, but if we install it like this, it works. See that? Yes. Okay, so you can use variables like that and install multiple packages at the same time. Okay. Now that was Puppet basics. Okay. Now if we go in the same direction, you can start writing, the service, different types of resources. Okay. In the book, in the Puppet chapter, there are different types of resources and help documentation also, which I'll take you over there. So there are lots of resources, not many resources, comprehensive, but Puppet solves that problem through modules. Okay, so you can write your own modules, or you can use Puppet Forge modules. It's like Ansible Galaxy of Puppet. So first we have to, most of the time, you're going to do the Puppet automation, you're going to use modules from Puppet Forge. But you have to understand what modules is, and you have to write your own modules. Okay, which is, so for that we'll for now on to understand the basic working and basic syntax of Puppet. We can start learning modules now. Okay, so modules are like Ansible roles. Like in Ansible, we have Ansible roles. Okay, to make the code reusable. Right, we use Ansible roles. Otherwise, we don't use it. Okay, but in Puppet, no matter, you don't think about reusability. Okay, using modules are better rather than writing static content in the classes. Okay, so first of all, let's go into the modules directory. So I am into our environment, production environment. I'll go into modules directory. Okay, now from here on, I'm going to write a module, and we are going to set up Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Okay, on wiki and wiki test both. We're going to set up a LAMP stack. Okay, LAMP stack stands for Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. It's a very popular stack to set up PHP application. Okay, which needs MySQL database and Apache as a service to host. Okay, you're gonna see this particular LAMP stack in so many different places. All right, so we'll see how to set up LAMP stack through Puppet, and then we are going to deploy an application called a MediaWiki. MediaWiki. So MediaWiki is a PHP application, and this is how it looks. Okay, it's a Wikipedia. If you want to set up your own Wikipedia for your organization, or for your blog or something like that, you can use MediaWiki. It's a PHP application, so you have to set up Apache, PHP, and MySQL to set up MediaWiki. Okay, it's quite popular. So we'll see how to deploy MediaWiki on LAMP stack by using Puppet. Okay, and for that, from the beginning, we are going to write modules. Okay, we're going to write modules to set up Apache, PHP, MySQL, right, and all those things. Okay, so first of all, we'll create a module with the name of MediaWiki. All right, so this is the command to create the module. Okay, I'll write it. Puppet module generate, and the name. So I want the name of my module to be Imran-MediaWiki. Imran is going to be the account name for me. If I happen to upload this module on Puppet Forge, okay, website that I'll show you, and your account name is Imran over there, okay, so you're going to name your module like that. Your account name hyphen the module name, okay, and then I'm going to say environment. So if I don't give this, this is going to create the module structure into the default modules directory. Okay, but I want it to be created in my environment. So I'm saying it like that. So it's going to ask you some series of questions. What version is this module? So you're going to version your module. Any changes you make in your module, you version it. Okay. So I'm okay with the whatever version it is giving. And who wrote this? I wrote this. Okay, what's the license? You can take the Apache 2.0 license. I would like to describe model simple sentence. Deploys MediaWiki on CentOS and Ubuntu OS. What is the source code? Where can write some series of questions it will right, and it creates some metadata. Okay, after tweaking to Puppet Forge. If not, it's not too much important. So I say yes and save all this. So now it created a directory. So it created a directory called Imran MediaWiki. In that you have some files, gem file, a manifest directory where you'll have or manifest init.pp, okay, and few other files. Okay, so let's go to that directory. So that metadata file holds all the information. Okay, name of the module, okay, version, author, okay, all the information that I have passed. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change its name from Imran MediaWiki to just MediaWiki directory. The directory name is getting changed, okay, but the module name still remains Imran-MediaWiki. Okay, check out the path also once again. This is where I kept my module. Production environment directory, inside that created directory MediaWiki. Okay. Now we are going to code everything in this module. You're going to create a you're going to have a class in this module, and this class will call in the node definition. Okay. So I'm going to go into manifest directory, open the file init.pp. Okay, most of this will be commented. At the end, you'll have a class named MediaWiki here. Okay, in this class, you write your resources and you call this class in the node definition. All right. So, first thing, we're going to install the PHP MySQL package. All right. So, we have to install a package. Package name is PHP MySQL. Okay. So the package name is PHP MySQL hyphen PHP hyphen MySQL. sure at comma installed. Okay, this is one package php-mysql. Okay, this will install a PHP driver to connect to MySQL service. All right, this is a series of, this is one of the packages that we need to install for LAMP stack. Okay, we're going to cover all of them. This is just the first one we are hitting. But here again, the problem is the package name is php-mysql for Red Hat and php5-mysql for Debian. All right, so you would have understood we are going to use the selector. And instead of direct package name, we will use the variable. All right. So whenever you have name change as per the different operating system, okay, you can use a selector, okay, and use variables in that. So I'm not saying that you'll have multiple operating systems, okay. Most of the time, you won't have multiple operating systems, okay. You'll have either Red Hat based or Ubuntu based, okay. But it's a heterogeneous world nowadays, okay. You get to know different operating system, get to work, okay, and plus you get to learn how to manage multiple operating system through Puppet or Ansible, okay. So this is for learning, okay. I'm not saying that you will have mandatorily, you may not have. If you don't have, you're good, okay, lucky. But if you have, you still have the capability of managing multiple operating system, okay, by using one code. Right, the idea is that like you can write two separate codes, one for CentOS and one for Ubuntu, okay, but you have the power of writing a code that can be used across operating system, across different environments, across different project, okay, the reusability, right? Okay, so let's save this. So the class name is MediaWiki, okay, right, and to call it this, we are going to use the similar syntax. So I'm going to go to the node definition, which is etc puppet environments production manifest nodes.pp. Okay. Here I'll just give the class name mediaWiki. Now previously, it calls the Linux class. The class is exactly same in mind, right? It's easy for it to find. But now the MediaWiki class is in a different directory, in a module. Inside that module, there is a class. So how does it find it? First of all, it knows the environment it has to search, because while setting up initially Puppet, we have given mod environment path. Okay, so it will definitely look in the environment directory. Okay, in the environment directory, it will look for the right in the modules. It will search through the classes. So it has a hierarchy of searching. Okay, so it will search through all of that. Okay, and we have mentioned in the puppet.conf file that you have to go through this directory, and these are the module paths, and this is the environment path. Okay, so it comes in a hierarchy, in the Puppet search hierarchy. So if you create modules and in that modules has some classes, you can directly put the name over here. It will find it and it will put that class. Okay. Hey there. Sorry, I lost the internet for a few minutes. I don't know for how long. Sven, did you stop listening me? Okay, let's see. So, okay, did you see me writing the nodes definition in this file? Calling the node, sorry, the class from the node. Did you see me writing this?
No.
Some people are saying yes. Okay, I'll quickly reiterate, no problem. So, that's the manifest directory, okay, of the module media wiki. Okay, in that you'll have a file init.pp. Okay, in that file you'll have a class with the same name. Okay, you can create other class with the different names also here. Now in this we have added a package. We have to install a package, so we are adding a resource, package resource. We want to install a package PHP MySQL, and its name is different for Red Hat and different for Debian. So PHP MySQL for Red Hat and PHP 5-MySQL for Debian. So we are using selector. Okay, and so we are going to call this class from our node definition, the MediaWiki class. Okay, so we open our node definition file, and in our node definition file we simply give the name of the class. Okay, and since Puppet has its own hierarchy of searching, first it's going to search the class in the local file, in the same file, then it will search in the defaults manifest directory and modules. And we have also mentioned in our puppet.conf file when we are setting up Puppet that search the environment path. Okay, the environment path. And so it will go and search into those environment path, and it will also search for any module path that you have mentioned in the puppet.conf file. So it has its own hierarchy. It will search for this class. When it finds this class, it will create the catalog and send it to the node. Okay, when it is asking. All right, and it says we have an error. No mirrors to try. Okay, that was internet. That was internet problem. So we lost the internet and it failed. So let's run it once again. And also for this. Yeah, PHP MySQL. You see installed on CentOS and Ubuntu, it will be PHP 5-MySQL. See that? Like that. Okay. Yesterday's recording you did not get. I need to check with them. Okay. Now, more interesting. Now this is going to be like a condition. Now, let me open init.pp file. Remember, init.pp file is for the modules manifest. Okay, whenever you call a module, it's going to, whenever I give a class name media, it's going to come to in the manifest directory init.pp file and will for that class. Okay, init.pp file, nodes.pp file we have created for the node definition. All right. So in init.pp file, I'm going to write a few more code. Now I want to install one more package. Okay, and the package name is PHP-XML. Okay. And I'll say it like this, right? Ensure comma installed, right? Good. Right. There's a problem. Okay, this has to be only installed on a Red Hat system and not on Debian system. This package is not available for Debian system. Okay, it is not required. Okay, all right. So now what do? Like, we can't use selector because selector should have some value. Okay, I don't want it to execute this resource on Debian system. Okay, So I have to put a condition saying that if the operating system is Red Hat, then only execute this, else don't execute. Okay, it's like the when condition in Ansible. All right, and for that we have if condition only. So the package name pxxml, that's correct. Okay, so I'll say if dollar $os family double equal to, okay, not to Red Hat, right, then only is true, then only this resource will get it. Okay, and the condition says if the OS family is Red Hat, then only execute this resource, which is installing a PHP XML package. Let's try that. This if condition is that we have in our Ansible, okay, and in any programming language you'll have the if conditions, if, else, else if. If you don't know programming language, this Saturday we have the Python. This Saturday, okay, or Saturday. Thinking of having your so then you can learn the syntax also of programming language, if condition, loops, and all those things. Okay. Okay, see, it did not execute on Ubuntu machine. It did not install anything, the PHP XML package, but here it is doing it. And yeah, Rahul, you asked one question in the chat. I was trying to answer. I was trying to ask you back. What was that? How do you skip options? I couldn't understand your question. How do you skip options in Ansible?
Imran, as an Ansible, if task is it's hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
If task is
Your voice is breaking.
Hi Imran,
Oh,
it is even same with your voice as well. Yeah, your voice is continuously breaking, and
it's oh, okay. Can you hear me now clearly?
now it seems to be good. But when you continue your flow,
The internet is fluctuating.
Yeah, now again we can hear the breaking in your voice.
Oh, it's not good.
It seems like your internet doesn't have good upload speed or something.
Let's check that. No, it's fluctuating.
Okay, yeah, maybe there is
Fluctuating today. I don't know for what it's fluctuating. I have a good speed. See that?
If it is fluctuating, you don't see the result with this one as well, because see, this will test at this point of time, right? So if it is coming good now, it gives good result.
We have to continue tomorrow.
Yeah, better. Hi Imran, are you there?